Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I want to show you the key drum beats that you need to know to pretty much play any style of pop. And so you can fit into any playing situation with other people in a variety of different genres. So let's say pop, blues, funk, rock, country, things of that nature in the popular realm. What grooves you need to know. And then stick around for the video because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some tracks, some drumless backing tracks on YouTube, which you can play along with to get a feel for how these grooves are going to fit together with some actual music. So that way when you have a chance to jam with other people, you have an idea what's going to work and what's going to sound good, and you'll know how to practice this kind of stuff to relate it back to music. So let's go over the grooves here first. Let's start with the basic one. Definitely you need to know your kind of just very basic straight groove with eighth notes on your hat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And this can happen at, medium, fast tempo. So like just a basic groove, you got to start with this. About here, right? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably already know that groove already, but some great tunes that you can use that beat with to practice along, like Billie Jean by Michael Jackson is pretty much that groove throughout most of it. A lot of dance tunes, maybe even Uptown Funk or something you could play that groove with. Eye of the Tiger would be another one. So just your basic straight groove at that tempo, maybe 90 beats, 105 beats per minute. And then we can move the kick drum around in that context. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, we got it 1. So the bass drum can move around within that framework. And then the idea is like, what if we have to play that a little bit faster? So you want to do these drum beats, play these drum beats with a metronome so you can gauge where your comfort level is in terms of your speed. So, get a good solid groove, maybe 85, 90 beats per minute, and then, try bumping it up to 120, 130 for these kind of tempos here. So I'm going to bring up my metronome. And if I'm playing at about 125, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's got a groove at this tempo, okay? So you want to be able to push your range with these tempos and get them locked in with the metronome. If you need some help with playing with the metronome and locking in, leave a comment in the, leave me a message in the comments and I'll put a video together. Okay, so once you get that, I'm thinking of like a tune like Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. You can do something like that kind of groove where it'd be like 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick. Something like that. For Dreams, actually on the recording, it might be even more basic, but that kind of groove locks in with the bass line. So Dreams by Fleetwood Mac is another good tune to play along with for that type of groove. So that's your straight eighth note kind of thing. We want to be able to play that at different tempos. Got to know that. That works for a lot of stuff. And then there's the idea of like, let's say we put the kick on like the and of 2. So we get this kind of groove. 1, 2, and 3, 4, kick, snare, kick. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, kick, snare, kick. 1, 2, and 3, 4. That groove is really important. You will hear that kind of rhythm used in a lot of music. Let's say we put the kick on the and of 3. So we get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kick, snare, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 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 So moving that kick off of the and of 2 or the and of 3 gives it a little bit more of a bounce. We call that syncopation. When we move that kick on an and beat, emphasizing the and beat as opposed to the down beat. So here's the straight groove. Kick on 1 and 3, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's very straight and on top. If we move the kick on the and beat, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, and those can exist at different tempos. If faster, so we want to play them at faster speeds as well. So that's kind of with the kick in a more syncopated way off of those eighth note grooves. Now really, the next things off of that are, your slower tempos. Generally, you're going to play 16th notes on your hi-hat. So your slower tempos, you'd be about here. And we're thinking 16th notes, like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Okay, so these slower grooves, usually we start playing more 16th notes. A lot of times that kick will be on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's a very common groove for a 16th note kind of pulse or figure. And the kick can be moved around in some different places, but that's a good one to know, a go-to. Now, if it's faster, and you want to have those 16ths, like some tunes, what'll happen is if it's too fast, you can't get the right hand to play that quick, so we go to the alternating hands. 16th notes, we got 1 E and so we alternate right, left, right, left. So if it's faster, we can't play this that fast sometimes. Faster than that, it's really kind of pushing the limit, so we start alternating. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So I'm just alternating 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. So alternating the hands with the 16ths is useful. Okay, and then there's the aspect of the eighth notes and the 16th notes if we swing them. These are all straight, but if we swing them, we kind of pull the rhythms apart a little bit. So eighth notes, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is all straight and even, but you'll also need to play these things in a swing shuffle kind of feel from time to time, like in a bluesy context. So what we do is instead of playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we kind of pull them apart like this. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. Think like do ba 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 kind of feel. So the kick and the snare are still on the 1 and 3, but we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Ba do 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 ba do. That's kind of a swing shuffle kind of feel. And the same thing if we're playing 16th notes. So instead of going 1 E and a 2 E and a, the halftime shuffle means we just swing those 16th notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a 1. So we're just kind of pulling those 16th notes apart to make them more shuffled or swung. So those are some examples of that. So like, I think Rosanna. Kind of an example of a shuffle kind of groove. So the swing versions of those eighth notes and the 16ths. And then lastly, it's like if you're playing in something like 6/8 or 12/8, where the groove is now based off of a 3 count kind of thing. So you think, it could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I put the kick on the 1 and the snare on the 4, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or it can count to 12. A lot of people might feel it like this: 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1. That kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, can be faster too. That kind of feel you hear in a variety of different tunes. So really, I think with those main kind of grooves, like you can cover a lot of ground musically with those things. So the next thing is, let's take a look at some drumless backing tracks. If you type in drumless backing track in YouTube, you'll find a bunch of tracks that you can practice along with and try some of these things out. So let's see here. We've got the first one, hard rock drumless, atmospheric drumless. We've got beta here, samba, hip hop. Let's check out the hip hop for drums. Let's see what this sounds like here. The first thing is we just want to listen, and the goal is we got to find where count 1, 2, 3, 4 is. That's your first thing to lock in with the groove. Okay, so the first thing I'm listening for is that chord to drop. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Just finding the pulse. And I might just want to play quarter notes, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I can add in the eighth notes once you get this locked in. So we got 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And then just add the kick and the snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3, 4 and 1. So this is actually a good track to start off with because it's relatively simple. There's not a whole lot of things going on that can throw you off, but the key is just find the 1, 2, 3, 4 first. So I like this one here, Hip Hop Jam for drums. Shout out to Music Jam Tracks for this one here. Good track for beginner drummers here. A lot more you can do with it, but let's check out what else we got here. How about drumless pop ambient? Let's take a listen to this one here. Got your count in. Great. You got a click track now, so just kind of lock in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, now this is a track where we've got the guitars happening on the 1, 2, and 1, 2, and. So I'm going to use that 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. That beat that I showed you earlier. You'll see how that lines up with the rhythm guitar part. Check it out. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 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 4. Kick, snare kick. Okay, so this is a good example of a track where that kick comes in on the end of 2, fits really well with the other instrumentation. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so cool. That one's a good one here. Let's see what else we got. Warm rock drumless here. Let's take a listen to this one. Gives you the tempo. Got a click, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start with that. Then you can add the eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. It's a little bit more up tempo. 1, 2, kick and snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So again, you find the groove and you can just play kick snare with something like that. Even though the rhythms are a little bit bouncy with the other parts, when you have a very stable drum groove, kind of fits right in. Okay, so that's a good one too. Drumless warm rock tracks for drummers. Dig it? And let's see what we got here. Post-rock, drumless, alternative rock, bluesy rock. Let's check out the bluesy rock one. Probably same channel. Okay, I can already tell that this has more of that swingy kind of feel to it. But that's okay because we can just kind of hang with our quarter notes, right? We can just kind of go 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so even though it sounds pretty busy, you can still kind of fall back on just kick and snare. It really works with so many things. And sometimes simple is really the most effective. So let's see here. We've got, let's see one more we can take a look at. Want to see if we find one where like, one of the ones with like a 6/8 groove, because we haven't found that yet. So I'm going to go drumless track. I'm going to type in 6/8. And here it is right here in 6/8. And here we've got slow ballad in 6/8. So let's take a look at this one here. Okay, again, you got a click track. So we count this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Now, again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm adding the kick and the snare in. And this track's got kind of a floaty, kind of dreamy kind of feel to it. So for that, I kind of like to play things off of the ride cymbal. I'm going to go from the hat to the ride just to kind of move things around, which is some other things you can try here. So check it out. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go on the ride. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay, so there's an example of a track in 6. And I like this one, soulful, slow ballad in 6/8. Kind of chill track there. All right, so the key is just find the groove with your right hand and keep things simple and just try and lock in with the music. Don't try anything too fancy. Don't worry about fills. Your main function, the most important thing you can do as a drummer is keep the groove solid. Once you get that, then you can add other things to it. Once you can keep the groove solid, then you can jam with other people and other musicians can lock in with you. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to be flashy or impressive. If you can groove, then you can jam and you can play. So guys, I hope this video was helpful. If you want to hear more about this stuff and learn more about how to play with more tracks, more about grooves, anything else that you can think that can help you, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.